But where does the call inside people's hearts promote them to do something different with their tithe, unto the Lord?
Yeah. That's a great question. And to me, probably the best thing that I can say to that is, with respect to something that happened with my son recently, and to me, the culmination of giving, you could basically distill really the heart of giving, the essence of giving, down to this experience with him. And that is this. A while back, we were at Sam's and just shopping around. So my son has 3 jars. He's got a giving jar, a spending jar, and a savings jar. And he had $15 in his spending jar, and he grabbed it and he took it to Sam's with us. And we were, Crystal and Elijah, we're just all kind of perusing through Sam's and looking at this and looking at that. And Crystal goes by herself, and Elijah and I are walking together. And we pass by a little flower stand there. And the flower stand has roses and daisies and stuff like that. And he looks at the price tag for the roses, and he says, "That's $10. I have $12." He said, I want to surprise Mama and buy her some roses. And I said, "Oh, man, she'd love that. She would absolutely love it." So we got the bouquet of roses, hid it in the cart, purchased it with his money, out of his heart. No one had to tell him to do it. It was an act of love for his mom, And so we are going out of the store, going through the parking lot. We stop, and he says, "Hey, I have a surprise for you." He reaches down, pulls out the roses, gives it to his mom, and she just starts crying. And then after she wipes the tears away, she says, "Now, let's go get you an ice cream." Now that is the heart of God forgiving. It is not under compulsion. It was under cheerful honor and love. And that type of cheerful giving brings great joy to God's heart. And out of that, he just may very well surprise us with a gift back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not, "Elijah, you have to go buy roses for your mom." Oh, I don't want to spend my money on that. It's Elijah's perspective was, "I love her. I want to use the resources that I have to bless her." It's not that God needs it. God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and the hills. He needs it all. He doesn't need any of it. He doesn't need all of it. But giving changes the heart of the person, right? And it brings joy to God's heart. The other thing, obviously, is that it expands the kingdom. That's the most important thing, is really advancing the gospel. And that's where we get back to the 4th category group. So we talked about orphans. We talked about widows. Those that work hard at preaching and teaching. And then the 4th is the advancement of the gospel of Jesus Christ. That is where most of the money that we have, that we're giving, should go toward. That is the most important need on the planet.